Together we'll continue to act and to respond as you and I work hand in hand, reaching our dreams to empower families, building each one's capacity. Let's make this world a better place. Let's care for people of every race, men and women, young and old. The right of all we will uphold.
of the Adolescent Health and Development Program. For today, February 12, 2021, yes, we are on a holiday. Today, February 12, 2021, while most, of course, of the government employees are enjoying the comfort of their home, are working, bringing to you the latest of the Philippine Population Management Program, especially the Adolescent Health and Development Program. And we intend to have this live for today in time also of one of the loveliest days of the year. 2 days from now, on Sunday, February 14, and we have to grab this opportunity to remind minors, teenagers, young people out there, please do not be trapped on the pit of the quandary of poverty, because the mistake you would be making, surely you would regret that for the rest of your life. Do not make the mistake of today, because you have to regret that for the rest of your life. By the way, good morning and welcome for today's episode. Development Program to all regional and local partners, and to all population, health, and social welfare, our partners in the Adolescent Health Development, including the teachers of both the government and private schools, and of course to the teachers, to the staff, and to the management of Pisay Caraga, headed by Engineer Ramil Sanchez, where he had a very enjoyable, of course, their program, carrying the same segment, Pop Talk, under our Adolescent Health and Development Program. I really enjoyed, of course, and it was an honor to me speaking to the students of Pisay Caraga, whom I believe would become the leaders of tomorrow, the decision makers, policy makers of the various communities in Caraga region in few years' time, and looking forward, you young people, to work with you in the future. Now, for our pop quiz for today, who is our guest for today's Health Development Program? The incumbent governor of Agusan del Sur, one of our guests, delivering the message in time of the vote. Again, text the name of our guest for today, the governor of the province of Agusan del Sur. And for our pop news, initiatives, parents, for minor parents and their children, Popcom calling minors to avoid sex during Valentine's Day. And for our Pop Talk, we would have a very important guest, the governor of the province, also talking about the youth programs and part of the educational services of the entire provincial government, Governor Santi B. Caney Jr. Governor Santi would be a special message to the young people in times of the Valentine's Day. And more in our sixth episode of the Adolescent Program, February 12, 2 days before Valentine's Day. For your recommendations, please text or call in our Popcom Caraga RPFP helplines or in our Popcom help hotlines. Or you may text or message us, in our Popcom Caraga official Facebook page and official Facebook account. I'm just smiling because I'm very happy, because I have a very productive day. No? And of course, my work in time of this COVID-19. I'm very excited also for another opportunity of my life, which surely increase my professional life. First, on Pop News. Popcom to explore initiatives for minor parents.
That commissioned Population Development to manage an online Japanese session to region offices to minor parents and their children for the implementation to the local government units of a challenge initiative. Late November 2020, Popcom with the Zoli Family Foundation and the Gates Institute launched a challenge initiative, also known as TCI. TCI is an approach that empowers cities to rapidly and sustainably scale up best practices on family planning solutions for the urban poor. On its implementation in the Philippines, the TCI will focus on the establishment of adolescent and youth-friendly cities towards the prevention and reduction of the incidence of teenage pregnancy. Yusek Juan Antonio A. Perez, Popcom's executive director, emphasized that the challenge initiative is the answer to the call made last 2019 by then Secretary Pernia, declaring the teen pregnancy as a national social emergency. He also encouraged the local government units on responding to the rising cases of teen pregnancy. For the strict implementation of the challenge initiative, Popcom will conduct an online deepening session to regional offices participated by regional directors, assistant regional directors, and adolescent health and development program managers for the minor parents and their children in the regions. This is Rajal Plaza for Popcom Caraga.
Popcom to avoid the Valentine's Day. For the details, here's Mr. Matt Gonzaga.
The Commission on Population and Development Caraga extends its call to avoid premarital sex to all teenagers and youth to prevent unwanted pregnancy, especially this Valentine's Day. According to the World Health Organization, adults and mothers aged 10 to 19 years old face higher risk of health complications and systemic infections than women aged 20 to 24 years. Additionally, some 3.9 million safe abortions among girls aged 15 to 19 years old occur each year, contributing to maternal mortality, morbidity, and lasting health problems. An early pregnancy may precipitate a premature and unstable marriage. An early and premarital birth increase creates a family formed with high probability of needing public assistance. The low educational levels and large family sizes of teen childbearers increase their probability of depending on public assistance later on. Director Maquinano added that behavior problems mixed with lack of parental supervision and limited support mechanism resulted in risky sexual activities among young people. Meanwhile, Director Maquinano advised couples to be more aware and critical with their decisions during the stint of Valentine's Day. Instead, he encouraged parents and couples to spend the holidays together with their children as a sign of good parenting. This is Matt Gonzaga for Popcom Caraga.
The Commission on Population and Development contains government units in all our strategic trust, directions, and critical activities of the 4 components of the Philippine Population Management Program. In the implementation of the adolescent health and development, we always partner with the officers, workers, and volunteers of the local government units. And in fact, we always seek for the support of the leaders, the influentials of the community. Because believing that adolescent health and development is not a concern only, but this is shared to the local government units. In fact, the teen pregnancy that we are trying to address is a concern not only of the government, but also of the private sector. And this is a concern that we shared also to the local government. You know why? Because these young people are living in the communities, and that the community leaders need, of course, to support this campaign in preventing any occasions, situations that would lead to sexual activity that would result to teen pregnancy. Because Popcom found out that teen sex is highly spontaneous, thus unprotected. To know more about the initiatives of the community, the local government units, especially on the provincial government of Agusan del Sur, our guest for today's episode of the Adolescent Health Development Program, one of the special episodes because as we celebrate the Valentine's Day, is always the youthful and dynamic on his personality, the governor of the province of Agusan del Sur, Honorable Santiago Barriga Cani.
Us about the responses of the provincial government in partnership with the municipal governments pertaining to COVID. Let me just ask you pertaining to the plight among our growing children, the teenagers, the young people. because as we all know, we both know that the country's population is growing because also of the natural factor, and that is by births. And we all know that the teen pregnancy is among, of course, the direct factor for this continuing increase of our population. In fact, as we estimated, Gob, in every 3 babies born every minute, 1 baby is a product of teen pregnancy. Teen pregnancy. Gob, before I ask about your programs for that, may I ask your special message to our teenagers, to the young people, especially that on February 14, Sunday, we would be celebrating the Valentine's Day, and that might be another chance or opportunity to be engaged in this spontaneous and unprotected sex. Go, we would like to hear a message from you for the young people on this Valentine's Day.
Yeah, okay. Para sa mga teenagers natin dito sa Agusan del Sur, fast approaching na po yung araw ng mga puso. Ang sa akin lang naman, sana huwag kayong magpadala sa agos ng iyong damdamin. You really have to think of your future. This is very important. Kasi sino ba naman sa atin ang hindi dumaan sa ganyang edad? Ako, I got married at the age of 25. Ano? Yung teenage pregnancy po, resulta po yan sa siguro hindi nakapigil sa gigil. Pero dapat isipin ninyo, ang gigil na yan will only last for a few minutes, but you will suffer for your entire life. Pwede naman kayong mag-antay. For you to bear a child or children, dapat you have to think of the responsibility of being a parent yourself. How could you provide your child or your children if at a very young age, at your teenage, ay wala pa kayong natapos, papaano na lang yung magiging anak ninyo? You have to think about it. Your fate, your destiny, maybe has been drawn up from heaven. But for that destiny to be realized, you have to work for it, because our God will never give it to us on a silver platter. Tayo pa rin ang gagawa sa destiny na naka-draw para sa atin. So, huwag naman sanang pabugso-bugso, huwag yung padadala sa mga damdamin na yan. Love can wait. Wait until you are ripe enough to engage in sex, to have children, etc. So please, yan lang ang appeal ko. Before you do anything that is crucial to your future, think and think and think again. Darating yan kapag nasa eksaktong edad ka na, when you are already ready for all these things, ay makukuha mo rin yan at baka pagsawaan mo pa. So be responsible. Yan lang ang masasabi ko, Director.
Thank you very much, Gob Santi. That was seriously straight from the inner chamber of your heart, addressed, of course, to our growing children, to our teenagers and young people, as the whole nation would celebrate Valentine's Day. Now, Gob, may I ask how the various offices or departments of the provincial government or with the various provincial field offices of the various national government offices acting on the concerns of the young population, the young people, the teenagers?
Yeah, okay. The Provincial Health Office, nandun po yung programa natin, no? Lalo na sa teenage pregnancy. Yes. Mayroon tayong programa dyan, may office tayo doon sa PATCOM, no? Yes. These are being undertaken by the Provincial Health Office. So kung ano man ang mga gusto na programa on this particular thing, ay sinusuportahan po yan ng probinsya. So like I said, we always emphasize that at a very young age, education is more important than your bugso ng damdamin. So we are giving our young children, lalo na yung mga mahihirap, the opportunity for themselves to be educated. may libre tayong edukasyon through our scholarship program. Nandyan na yan. At marami na pong gumraduate dito. Meron ding mga pasaway na hindi nakatapos sa scholarship program na ito. Just because they got pregnant along the way or hindi siguro nila natiis, nakayanan yung standard ng school, ay nag-quit. And where are they now? But for those young people who availed of our scholarship program, ay Director, napakarami na po. I will cite to you one example. More than 80% of the doctors who are now serving in the province of Agusan del Sur are already products of our scholarship program in medicine proper. So, dati-rate, kasi galing sa mahihirap ang mga ito, wala talaga silang kakayahan para magiging doktor. But here is the scholarship program of the province. Nagiging doktor nga sila at ngayon. They are already serving our people in the field of medicine. At hindi lang yan. Marami pa tayong mga baccalaureate degrees na mga scholarship program. Meron pa tayong distance learning from the University of the Philippines Open University. For those taking a master's degree, a PhD, those who would want to become a lawyer, nurses, teachers, meron po. At meron din po tayong programa, exclusive scholarship for our 100% indigenous peoples na gusto makapag-aral. Marami na po tayong napagraduate dyan and most of them have really, are already working and are holding high positions in government. As a matter of fact, RD, isa sa pinakauna naming graduate sa PhD, ngayon siya na ang Schools Division Superintendent dito sa Agusan del Sur sa Bayugan City. Product yan ng scholarship program. So this is what we call development of the people is the highest form of development. But then, for those who believe sa power ng education to uplift your life, itong masasabi ko, education is a powerful instrument that can empower the poor to break the shackles of poverty. Isa yan sa mga epektibong instrumento para maputol natin yung kadina na naggapos sa ato sa tumang kalisod. That is my personal experience, RD. Wala, siguro hindi alam ng maraming tao, hindi alam. Nag-college ako, buhay ko sa pare. Kay way ka pa eskwela nga akong ginikanan sa kolehiyo. So I took the initiative of applying for a work sa kumbento. Tagalinis ako ng kumbento, tagalinis ako ng simbahan para lang makapag-aral. At in return, libre ako sa tuition, libre sa tulog, libre sa kain. Diyan sa St. Joseph Parish sa Butuan. Diyan ako. Yes, diyan ako. At that time, mga Dutch pa yung mga pare nandyan, puro puti. Kaya ang kahirapan, poverty is never a reason. It is not a license for you not to get the proper and the right education. Konting tiis lang. Kaya ang sabi ko nga kanina, if you belong to a very poor family, you should not lose hope. Pero dapat pagtrabahuan mo ito ng maigi. You have to be very consistent. For as long as you have the goals, you have the dreams, work on your dreams. Hindi nga, may dreams ka na, pagkatapos lagi ka na lang natutulog. Walang mangyayari doon sa dreams mo na yan. So, work on your dreams, and your dreams shall become reality. But you have to work really, really hard for it.
Thank you, Gob Santi, for that very inspiring, not only informative, but inspiring message of yours. Now we know how you started, and before you became, of course, one of the powerful figures in Agusan del Sur. You started being, of course, a worker in the convent in the St. Joseph Parish. I thought you were also studying in the seminary because I was once also a seminarian in Tagbilaran City, Bohol.
Well, actually, I was offered by one of the priests. Kasi active ako sa ROTC.
Okay.
Every Saturday may ROTC kami, nakikita niya naka-uniforme ako sa ROTC. Nang makita niya naka-uniforme ako to report for formation sa ROTC namin, tinawag niya ako, Santi, come back. Kasi mga English nga sila eh. Come back. Okay. Your ROTC uniform does not look good on you. You come to my room. At binigyan ako ng abeto siya. This looks better for you. Yung abeto na pare, yung sutana, yun. But I told him, Father, hindi ako gusto maging pare, but I feel that I belong to, kasi may pagka-military utak din ako noon, puro ako ROTC. Kaya nangyari yung ganyan. So, shaping your future. No person can ever help you if you do not know how to help yourself. If you have the determination, if you have this dream, work on your dream so hard. Huwag kang mag-surrender kaagad. Kaya sa akin na RD, I had so many shortcomings in life. Maraming beses na I was tempted to quit schooling out of poverty. Walang pambili ng ganito, walang nagugutom sa loob ng eskwela kasi wala ngang pambaon, etc. Going to school in short pants kasi walang pambili ng long pants. All these are obstacles. Obstacles to lahat eh. Kahirapan really is an obstacle. But depende sa inyo yan. You can hurdle all these obstacles if you are only determined to achieve the success which many has failed to achieve.
Thank you very much, Gob. Gob, may I proceed?
Go ahead.
Pertaining to quality education, because when I was listening to you, I am safe to presume that you are also a strong advocate of quality education as a key, of course, in attaining an improved quality of life. So, how's the educational services in Agusan del Sur when the whole nation, including the province, was placed in a national health emergency because of COVID-19? And how is it going now, Gob, after almost a year?
Yeah, ganito RD, the role of the provincial government in terms of quality education, napakalaki po. Kaya kanina I was emphasizing the partnership between the local government unit and the national line agencies of government. Yes. In terms of education, ang ginawa namin RD, kasi nga wala ng physical classes, medyo discourage na yung physical attendance ng mga bata doon sa eskwelahan. We implemented this program to come up with a radio station that is powerful enough to be heard in the entire province, FM station from AM kasi to FM.
Okay.
So, we implemented this. Naglagay kami ng appropriation para makashift kami from AM to FM with a power of 10,000 watts na FM station. It is now operating. And pinagamit namin ito para doon magklase yung mga teachers natin for all the students to hear. Meron silang klase dyan. Everyday yan, RD. Ginagamit ng Department of Education, yung radio program natin. Nag-sign lang kami ng MOA na bibigyan sila ng oras para sa klase. No? At siyempre, hindi namin sila pinabayad. Libre ito. All expenses sa kuryente, sa personnel, at saka sa operation ng radio station, including our local TV station, ay binigyan namin sila ng slots na libre. No? Pro bono na sila. And another thing, dito sa Agusan del Sur, we always convene our provincial school board. Kasi nga, ang provincial school board may tinatawag tayong Special Education Fund that is equivalent to 1% of the real property taxes collected within your area of responsibility or area of jurisdiction. Kaya yung pondo namin sa Special Education Fund, ang nag-appropriate po niyan ay ang school board. Kaya kinukonvene ko yung school board. I invited the school's division superintendent and all other members of the provincial school board at sila ang pinagawa ko kung ano ang dapat gastusan ng pondo galing sa SEF or the Special Education Fund. Now, kasi nga nag-COVID nga sa 2020, maraming ginawa yung Provincial School Board namin. Realigning of funds na dati ay meron ng appropriations na ginawa ng school board, pero ni-realign nila ito, ang majority of the amount sa school board fund. They realigned it para pambili ng mga kapir, para igawa ng mga modules sa lahat ng eskwelahan sa Agusan del Sur. Modules, so ang ginawa namin yung mga kapir at saka mga ink na gagamitin at bond paper. Yun po. At saka may appropriations din kami for the land titling of the school sites. Kasi nga, bawal nga po gumastos ang gobyerno magpapatayo ng isang building on a land that is not titled to the government. So, ito po ang ginagawa namin dito. At sa awa ng Diyos, nakakatulong yung school board fund or special education fund para we can complement their program to further improve education, providing modules at saka school on the air program through the facilities of the provincial government.
Is the scholarship program, Gob, continuous even when we are still in the pandemic? And if there are children of the bona fide residents in Agusan del Sur, what they need to do, Gob? What particular office that they have to visit, or who particular person that they have to approach if they are interested of this scholarship program?
Very unique kami dito sa Agusan del Sur, RD. Kasi nga, because of our scholarship program, which has run for several years, so many years already, early 2000 pa, until now, continuous pa rin yan despite of the pandemic. Yun ang isa sa mga pondo na hindi talaga namin pwedeng i-realign for COVID. Kasi nga nakasalalay doon ang edukasyon ng mga mahihirap na kabataan. So hindi namin yan ginalaw. Ngayon, we have about, if I'm not mistaken, 672 scholars. And these scholars, hindi lang tuition ang binabayaran namin. Kundi pati yung cash allowance nila buwan-buwan, may book allowance sila, meron pa silang uniform allowance, at maliban doon sa cash allowance every month, meron din sila niyan. At may scholarship kami dito sa mga indigenous people na pati board and lodging nila libre. Ano ha? So hindi talaga namin ito ginalaw. So patuloy yan every year. May COVID man o wala, nandyan yung scholarship program na yan.
Thank you very much, Gob. What particular office is in charge for this scholarship program, Gob? Is it in the office of the provincial governor?
Yeah, because of this scholarship program, we asked the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to create a division under the office of the provincial government. Itong education division. Meron talagang nakatutok dyan. And lahat ng mga gustong magiging scholar, lahat ng mga applications nila, they have to submit it to the Education Development Division under the office of the provincial governor. They can submit their application wherein lahat ng mga applicants na qualified, kasi tinitingnan din namin yung income ng parents ng aplikante. Kapag tingin namin na yung parents ay sapat naman yung income para magpagpaaral sa mga anak nila, ay tinatanggihan namin yun. Kasi nga ang scholarship na ito ay para lang sa talagang mahihirap. So they will be screened, they will be interviewed, the income tax returns of their parents will be scrutinized, at kapag pumasa sila, they have to undergo another test, no? Written examination at saka oral examination. Lalo na doon sa mga medicine proper, nurses, yung gusto magiging abogado, stricto din kami. Bakit kami stricto? Para matingnan din na yung applicant is really capable of finishing the course.
Yes, correct.
Kung tatanggapin na lang namin lahat, kahit mabababa ang yung mga grado nila, baka naman masayang lang yung pera ng gobyerno at hindi nila matapos. Kaya tinitingnan namin yung mga matataas ang grado at talagang proven to be very, very poor, talagang pinapaaral na namin at ang gobyerno nang gumagastos.
Thank you very much, Gov. For sure, the children of the qualified parents in the province of Agusan del Sur can thank you enough for such opportunity for the brighter future of their children. Gov, yes, Gov. Go ahead. Continue, Gov.
Yeah, meron din kaming isang scholarship para sa mga differently abled persons or people with disability.
Oh, this is very unique. Please tell us more about it, Gov.
Yeah, lahat ng mga PWDs na gustong mag-aral dito sa Agusan del Sur, sa kolehiyo, they can avail of these scholars. And as a matter of fact, marami nang gumraduate dito sa scholarship na to. No? Yung mga may kapansanan, yan. Any kind of kapansanan, basta considered ka as people with disability. Yung sariling scholarship, hindi namin ito hindi namin ito mix doon sa mga normal. Kasi nga baka mamaya kapag sinama namin sila doon sa mga normal students, baka ma-disadvantage sila, hindi tuloy sila makuha. Kaya para siguradong makukuha sila, they have to compete with their fellow PWD. And every year, meron tayong mga scholars dyan. They are enjoying the same privileges as any other scholars. And marami na rin pong nakagraduate. As a matter of fact, some of these graduates are already working dyan sa Kapitolyo and assign them doon sa Social Welfare and Development Office para makikita nila na kahit may diferensya tayo, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng tamang edukasyon, ay meron pa rin tayong pag-asa sa buhay. So, yan. Mga IPs natin, marami na silang nagiging PhD, master's degree holder, mga principal na, etc. Doon lang sa kanong nagtarong yun ha. Pero katong wagin magtarong, nagpabilin yun sila nga, maorag hapon ang ilang kinabuhi, way kausaban. Daga na po ng graduate nursing. Ang uban sa ila, tonas abroad. Ang uban sa ila, dugay na nakagraduate RD, pero matinga na lang ko, kay mo message na lang sa ako, Gov, ni anak ko sa Dubai, nagtrabaho na ko as a nurse, unya nakapa-eskwela na po ko sa akong mga igsuon. You see? So, this is may domino effect ito eh. One way of reducing poverty incidence in our province is to give free education to our poor people. Because once they already have acquired their degree and they land on a job, they can already help their parents para pagpapaaralin yung mga kapatid nila na sumunod sa kanila. So, there is a domino effect and program to be very sustainable kasi inspiring nga naman yung resulta so far. Meron ding mga palpak pero kukunti lang.
Thank you, Gov.
Thank you, Gov, not only for willingness, not only to inform, motivate people, Agusan del Sur to train and engage in sex during this Valentine's Day. Because I'd like to agree, we all here in POP agrees that the sexual activity failure might result of refraining of their own day in the later. Let's the Governor del Sur, Governor Santi B. Cane Jr. in his call to all young people in this Valentine's Day.
Sa mga teenagers natin dito sa Agusan del Sur, fast approaching na po yung araw ng mga puso. Ang sa akin lang naman, sana huwag kayong magpadala sa agos ng iyong damdamin. You really have to think of your future. This is very important. Kasi sino ba naman sa atin ang hindi dumaan sa ganyang edad? Ako, I got married at the age of 25. Yung teenage pregnancy po, resulta po yan sa siguro hindi nakapigil sa gigil. Pero dapat isipin ninyo, ang gigil na yan will only last for a few minutes, but you will suffer for your entire life. Pwede naman kayong mag-antay. For you to bear a child or children, dapat you have to think of the responsibility of being a parent yourself. How could you provide your child or your children if at a very young age, at your teenage, ay wala pa kayong natapos, papaano na lang yung magiging anak ninyo? You have to think about it. That your fate, your destiny, maybe has been drawn up from heaven. But for that destiny to be realized, you have to work for it, because our God will never give it to us on a silver platter. Tayo pa rin ang gagawa sa destiny na naka-draw para sa atin. So, huwag naman sanang pabugso-bugso, huwag yung padadala sa mga damdamin na yan. Love can wait. Wait until you are ripe enough to engage in sex, to have children, etc. So please, yan lang ang appeal ko. Before you do anything that is crucial to your future, think and think and think again. Darating yan kapag nasa eksaktong edad ka na, when you are already ready for all these things, ay makukuha mo rin yan at baka pagsawaan mo pa. So be responsible.
The Santi B. Canning and the episode of the Adolescent Program. People, just your best choice. Make your most responsible decision, because your decision of today would be your life of tomorrow. Your mistake of the day would be the regrets of your life for the future. Don't fail to prepare, because as you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Today is the right time to prepare. Caraga Region, stay healthy, stay strong, stay safe. God bless to all of us. Happy Valentine's Day.